What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to be answering the questions that you asked me on Instagram. If for any weird reason you aren't following me already on Instagram, then please do so, as I'm going to be doing a lot more of these in the future, and you just need me and my wonderful, colourful, vibrant content in your life. So now I've got all the questions on here that you guys asked me, and believe me, there is a lot of them. I have skimmed through them briefly, but I haven't actually gone into detail or anything, so this is going to be real. I'm going to read them pretty much for the first time now. Let's get into it. First question: what are some plant-based sources of fat, and what are the benefits of healthy fats? Right, so straight off the top of my head, avocados, nuts, seeds, and these can be a variety of them. Some amazing sources of the best fats, especially omega-3s, are chia seeds, hemp seeds, flax seeds, walnuts. These are all incredible sources of whole, healthy fats. And healthy fats like these have numerous benefits throughout the body. For example, some vitamins, especially the fat-soluble ones, can't be dissolved and absorbed properly if we don't have fats there with them. And of course, they are essential for good overall health, especially for heart health, brain health, for regulating hormones. We cannot live without fats. Fats don't make you fat. Please, please, please don't ever be scared of fats. Can you video a muhahaha laugh? Muhahaha. How to keep your patience with non-vegan family and friends. Alright, so I would suggest leading by example. You're so much more likely to get someone to be open towards your way of eating and living when you lead by example. Don't shove information down people's throat. You're a killer, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't do this, you're blah blah blah, you've been doing it wrong. Even if those people are wrong, no one likes being told they are wrong. You're much more likely to get them to sway to your side of things by showing them the light. Show them why eating a certain way can, you know, improve their lifestyle, improve their health, give them that glow. Show them the positives. And I know this can be tough, especially if you yourself are the only vegan in your family, but just keep your patience. Go step by step, day by day, and slowly, the more they become interested in what you do, the more likely they're going to start adopting the same ways of eating and living. Any tips for stretching before and after a workout? Yes, so before your workouts you want to be doing dynamic stretches, and by dynamic stretches I mean stretches which involve a bit of movement that aren't static, say like this one here. And then after you work out you want to do static stretches, which is stretches like this where there's not much movement involved. And the reason behind it is that the dynamic stretching involves a bit more movement and range of motion, so when you go into your workouts you're a bit more warmed up. And then static stretching for after your workouts, because during the workout we're obviously shortening all the muscles and we want to make them nice and elongated after the workout. So dynamic before, static after. What do you usually eat for breakfast? For breakfast, honestly, I'm pretty simple. It's either a smoothie, a bowl of oats, or maybe some kind of avocado toast vibe if I'm feeling something savory. Do you plan on traveling the world? Yes, 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 yes. Big on traveling. My two dream destinations so far were Bali and LA. And I went to LA start of this year and Bali end of last year, which I'm super grateful for. Now I think my next travel destinations, New York, Canada, and I really do want to see Australia and New Zealand. So if you could go back in time, would you do anything different? I really don't know. I would like to say I wouldn't go to uni just because it's pointless. I felt like those 3 years of my life I didn't learn anything in terms of academic value or education. But saying that, I would not take anything back, because if it wasn't for that then I probably wouldn't be in this position. I probably wouldn't have the friends around me that I have now. And saying that, I had the best 3 years of my life at university, so maybe yeah, I don't think I would take anything back or do anything differently. Actually saying that, yeah, I would actually. I would go back in time maybe around over 10 years ago when I was at basketball camp and I had a serious incident with my head which involved me falling over and landing straight on my head, like full on sprint. Anyways, the thing that was on my head was the size of a tennis ball. I kid you not, it was like pulsating. It had a brain of its own. I've still got a scar from it. So yeah, I would go back in time and I would take a picture of what it looked like straight after the impact, because I had no evidence of it whatsoever. Please tell me best protein food in vegetarian. Well, first of all, you get protein in everything. Guys, if you eat a whole food diet, which, you know, is full of grains, nuts, seeds, legumes, fruits, veggies, you will get more than enough protein. There's protein in spinach, there's protein in broccoli, there's protein everywhere. But the best foods, I would say, you know, tofu, tempeh, edamame beans, chickpeas, quinoa, buckwheat, oats. A lot of grains tend to be very high in protein too. But yeah, if you focus on eating a variety of those foods, I tell you now, you will get plenty of protein in your diet. How big are your tits? Fasting month is approaching. Food tips to get all the energy and nutrition. Thanks. I wish I could answer that, but I'm not sure if you are fasting or if you're eating, or for how long you're fasting, or are you fasting within a certain time frame. So yeah, I'm kind of limited on that one, sorry. What supplements do you use? PS, I love how positive you are. I love that, honestly, thank you. You guys are everything. As far as supplements go, I really don't use that many at all. I pretty much only use Vivo Life, and if you somewhat know me by now, you'll know that I stand by them royally. And that's because they're the best at what they do in the game. So as far as their supplements go, I use their protein, plant-based protein, which is fermented pea protein and cold-pressed hemp protein. I also use their superfood powders like maca and matcha. And they also have an amazing multi-nutrient which is derived from whole food sources, which is incredible, packed with vitamins, minerals and all the good stuff. Literally one serving of this alone ticks all your boxes for your recommended daily amounts. So as far as those supplements go, plant-based protein, superfood powders and that multi-nutrient, and that's pretty much the only thing I use. The rest is food. What toothpaste do you use? You have nice teeth, vegan or non, and do you drink tea? Thank you for that. The toothpaste I use is, I think it's like a Kingfisher charcoal one. And do I drink tea? Yes, I drink tea. I drink herbal tea, mainly green tea, peppermint, chamomile, all sorts of herbal teas. I'm not really the standard tea with your milk and sugar guy, but yeah, herbal teas all the way. I love them. How many Pargo Bermuda shorts do you own? I counted 3 on your feed. I know exactly which ones you mean, and I only have 1 pair of those. I like them a lot, and to be honest, when it comes to clothes, I'm very minimalistic. I like to have 3 or 4 shorts, 3 or 4 trousers, 2 or 3 trackies, couple of t-shirts. I just like to have my basics and the ones that I wear the most. I really hate mess, I hate clog, I hate having too much stuff. So yeah, you might be seeing me wear the same shorts over and over again. Next question. Any tips on recovering from orthorexia without seeing a therapist? So first of all, I am by no means a medical doctor or anything. What I'm about to tell you is truly based on my experiences from dealing with people, working with clients, and based on my own journey. But for those that don't know, orthorexia is basically an obsession with eating foods that one considers healthy, and you know, sometimes you may fear foods that are unhealthy or are bad. I think one of the best tips on recovering from orthorexia is to find out what foods scare you, what foods you are fearful of, and why do they scare you. Are you scared because they might damage your body? Are you scared because you might put on weight? Like, do you know what, honestly, I found myself picking up habits of orthorexia throughout my health and fitness journey. And I remember not wanting to eat anything that contained, you know, any oil, any processed sugar, nothing, like all clean ingredients. And I'm not gonna lie, nutrition becomes a prison. It's so much easier to enjoy your life and enjoy a healthy, sustainable lifestyle when you adopt a 80-20 kind of rule. So 80% of the foods you are taking in on a daily basis should be whole natural foods, and then 20% of your daily foods you can be a bit more flexible with it. Because what matters in this overall picture of health and fitness, it's what you do consistently day in, day out. And adopting this mindset of like 80-20 versus 100% clean will make you enjoy your life a little bit more. You'll be able to go out for food with friends without having to worry about your diet or what you're gonna eat, and it just gives you more flexibility and leverage in what you do throughout your day-to-day life. So overall, find out your reason why you're obsessing over healthy food, what is it, and why you are scared of certain foods, and then slowly reintroduce them. Just have them, you know, have them until you have them and realize that it's not actually going to do much to your health and well-being in the grand scheme of things. Then you'll slowly start picking up healthier habits towards adopting a more sustainable and enjoyable life. And by all means, if you try these things on your own, don't be afraid to seek help. Don't be afraid to talk to someone or talk to a therapist. These people are there to help you, so make the most of them. You got this. I bought the book How Not to Die for 3 non-vegans. Is that enough? No, I'm not gonna lie, that is not enough. If someone gave me a book on the history of mathematics, I wouldn't give a shit about it. I wouldn't pick it up. I probably wouldn't read more than 10 pages, even if they gave it to me. How Not to Die is a great book. I love it. I've got it somewhere there. And I pick it up from time to time and just have a read through. I love it. Such a great book. But no, if you put information in front of someone when they don't need it or want it or aren't open to it, it's not going to get into them. So no, that is not enough. And especially with a book like How Not to Die, it is chunky. There's a lot of information in there which may seem overwhelming. So what would be enough is if you got the My Recipe ebook Soul Food to go with it, so they can make the most of all that information they've learned. Secret plug. What is your life goal? What keeps you happy, motivated, other than food and fitness? So my life goal is honestly to, you know, like, I want to have smoothie cafes all around the world. I want to have smoothie bars on beaches. I want to have gyms with monkey playgrounds and health and wellness centers. I want to keep building my online presence. I just want to inspire the world to eat healthier and live better. Honestly, that is my goal. That is my dream. As to what keeps me motivated, when I lack motivation and in times of doubt, I try and think of a reason deeper and greater and more meaningful than myself. And what really sparks motivation in me is doing it for my parents. Like, as much as I want to do all of this and build my vision and goal for myself, I want to do it for them. I want to do it for my close ones who have been there since day one. I want them to be financially free. I want them to never have to worry about a single thing for the rest of their life. And that's what's powerful with motivation. When you have a reason that's greater and more meaningful than just for yourself, that is what will really get you through it. For example, say if you wanted to lose weight for yourself, you're much more likely to stick with it day in, day out and lose weight for your kids' sake than you are to do it for yourself. If you want to lose weight for your kids so they can have a mum or a dad that they look up to and they're proud of, you're much more likely to succeed than if you were to lose weight just for yourself. So with motivation, find a reason that's greater than yourself, more meaningful than yourself, and get it. If I want to lose weight, should I stay away from sugars? No, please, no. Okay, let me clear things up. Fats don't make you fat. Carbs don't make you fat. Sugars don't make you fat. The only thing and the main thing that makes you fat is eating more calories than your body burns. That is it. Now, of course, there are some other factors like hormonal issues, etc. that play into this, but that is the main thing you need to get your head around. You can lose weight on a Twinkies diet. It's been done before. You can lose weight eating donuts all day. As long as you are consuming less calories than your body burns, you will lose weight. Now, it might not be optimal weight loss, but it will be weight loss. So when it comes to staying away from sugars to lose weight, no, I wouldn't stay away from sugars. I wouldn't stay away from whole natural sources of sugar like fruits and veggies. I would stay away from the processed sugars. I would stay away from the chemicals and the artificial ingredients in sugars. So please don't stay away from sugars, especially the whole natural sources that come from fruits. But you do want to try and stay away from processed sugars, chemical ingredients and artificial ingredients that come in sugars, or at least keep them very, very, very low in your diet. What is your favorite type of fitness training, e.g. calisthenics, weightlifting, etc.? If you guys know me by now, you will know that it is calisthenics. But yeah, I do dig weight training. I sometimes do weighted calisthenics as well, which is a form of weight training. But yeah, calisthenics mainly, and just because it builds a nice, sculpted, balanced, functional physique, you know, you won't get any postural imbalances. You know, I just feel the best when most of my training is calisthenic based. And then on top of that, I like structuring my workouts in like a HIIT style circuit or something. So in one station I'll have mountain climbers, the next I'll have push-ups, pull-ups, lunges, jumping squats, and then I go around for a set amount of reps or time. But yeah, calisthenics all the way. We're back, my battery died. What impresses you the most in people? Honesty, loyalty, compassion. Those three things are probably the things that impress me the most. And I'm also very impressed when someone is comfortable in their own skin, comfortable with who they are, their own being, their own character, their own personality. I love that. Which movie character you'd want to be for one day? It would be one that could fly. Something like Hancock. I would be Hancock for a day. Just because he's a badass, he's strong, you can't really kill him, he can fly, and he does whatever the f he wants to do. So yeah, Hancock. I feel like it would have to definitely be one with flying though, as flying would just be a sensation and feeling like no other. Love your recipes. Best way to hit your daily zinc on a vegan diet. First of all, thank you. And some of the best plant-based sources of zinc off the top of my head would be, you know, seeds like hemp seeds, chia seeds, pumpkin seeds, flax seeds, quinoa, cashew nuts, lentils, beans, tofu. There's plenty. How amazing was Vegan Life Live this year? So amazing, and I hope the next one is going to be even better, because fingers crossed, I'll hopefully be doing my first ever live cooking demo in front of an audience. How exciting. How many hours per day do you spend in your kitchen on cooking? Alright, on an average day, I probably won't spend that much time in the kitchen. Most of the meals and foods I make take like 15 minutes max to create, so hardly any time at all. And especially if it's things like smoothies and oats and Buddha bowls, they're really quick to make. But on a day like Sunday, which is usually my meal prep day, I might spend 2 to 3 hours in the kitchen just preparing loads of foods to have throughout the week. And these are big batch bulk foods like quinoa, baked sweet potato, could be some beans, some chickpeas, broccoli, vegetable mixes. This is food that I prepare in one day to have throughout the week, and meal prepping is a lifesaver, especially if you're one with a busy schedule. What did you think about food before you went vegan? Alright, so that's quite a broad question, but the way I think of food now that I'm adopting a fully plant-based diet is completely different than the way I thought about food before. Like right now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really classify meat as food. It's just flesh. Food for me is what grows from the ground, what's natural and wholesome and made for us. So yeah. Intuitive eating versus healthy eating. Is it possible? I don't know what you mean when you say intuitive eating versus healthy eating, because for me, intuitive eating is healthy eating. Intuitive eating is basically eating with intuition, without having to track anything religiously. It's just being in touch with your body, know how much your body needs for whatever goals you may have, and that's what it is. And of course you can do that while eating healthy as well. So for me, they are both interlinked. I wouldn't compare one with the other. Healthy eating is intuitive eating because it's not healthy or sustainable to religiously track and count macros for the rest of your life. Favorite vegetable? Wow, I don't know why I've never thought of this. Sweet potato, straight up, sweet potato. How often do you train per week and for how long? So usually I do around 4 or 5 training days a week, and for how long? It depends. It can be anything from around 45 minutes to an hour and a half. And sometimes if I just want to play and do handstands and just move, I can be in the gym for like 2 hours. What's your sexuality? You did say we can ask anything. You don't have to answer though. Yes, I did say you can ask anything, so thank you for making the most of it. My sexuality is I'm straight. I love women, females, girls, boobs, bums, legs. But saying that though, I feel like as a male preaching about health and wellness in this space, people automatically assume you're a little bit more feminine or you might be gay, which I don't necessarily blame them for. There's hardly any males doing this. There you go. How old did you start changing your life at? So I started changing my life around the time I left uni. So maybe I was around 21, and I feel like that was the first time in my life where I could discover myself, become self-aware and embark on a self-development journey and actually find out who it is that I am without being confused and overwhelmed by all these dissertations and coursework and the whole education system. So yeah, I would say I started changing my life at around 21, which is quite late. Like, I wish I picked up a lot of these habits earlier on, but you gotta do what you gotta do. What's your go-to cheap and lazy meal? Straight up, it's gotta be a bowl of oats. Oats are so easy to make. They take less than 5 minutes to put together. You can top them up with whatever you want instantly, and it's one of the cheapest foods out there. So oats all the way. Favorite current food, favorite all-time food and drinks too. Peanut butter, and peanut butter. Yeah. Oh, and peanut butter counts as a drink too because you can drink it. So, yeah. Do you watch series? If yes, what are your favorites? Yeah, so currently, okay, so I don't really watch that many series or TV in general, but currently I'm watching Game of Thrones. I'm up to date. I love it. I cannot wait for the next episode to come out. So yeah, Game of Thrones, my current favorite. Alright, what are your thoughts on diets like high carb, low fat? And the same person actually asked me, are you scared of carbs and are you scared of fats? I don't have any thoughts on high carb, low fat. I preach eating everything in balance, in abundance. We need all three macronutrients, protein, carbs and fats. Why on earth would you want to exclude one entire macronutrient group for some diet fad or something, or to lose weight? Like, it just doesn't make sense. And am I scared of carbs and fats? No! Why would I be scared of sweet potatoes, bananas, dates, bread? Carbs are life. I love them. And fats as well. Avocados, nuts, seeds. Like, no, I'm not scared of them, and neither should you. And I would love to ask you, are you scared of them? Are you scared of carbs? Are you scared of fats? If so, let me know in the comments down below and let me know why, and maybe we can talk about this. Celebrity crush. Oh, what is her name? Okay, I'm gonna Google her. Eva Mendes. For me, she is perfection. So yeah, Eva Mendes, if you're watching this. But yo, that is it guys. I hope I've answered most of your questions. I hope I answered them in an enjoyable, entertaining, educational way. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got something out of this. Make sure to subscribe, stay tuned, stay posted, and also if you aren't following me on Instagram, make sure you do that now, because that is where I'm going to ask the questions for the next Q&A. As for now, peace and love, and I'll see you in the next one.